Alex Jones here with breaking TSA police state news. Here is the Houston Chronicle. The Metro Police Chief in Houston over the government transit control grid says joint Metro TSA exercise not connected to specific threats. That's undercover TSA agents. Now they're going into highway checkpoints all over the country. Here's our original article down here at Infowars.com. Big Sis launches undercover TSA spies to ride Houston buses. No real threat, and the feds are out of their jurisdiction. They've always meant to be on the streets of America, and they're not even real police. They're not sworn bonded. Every tyranny does this, just hires kind of a low-grade tyranny force. They'll do whatever they're told. Now, here's an article, a story out of RT at Infowars.com. TSA pushing to have body scanners nationwide, and I looked it up. They are all over the country. They say they want them at highway checkpoints to get into shopping malls. The FBI is calling for it. Oh, TSA's airport body scanners still raising health concerns. And they lie and say, oh, John Hopkins says it's safe. Turns out the John Hopkins report said it will give you cancer. And the head of the radiology department came out last year and said they were liars. Remember, they say they don't grope children either, or they didn't strip search old ladies, or they don't save the images, or it doesn't show naked images, or they don't pull colostomy bags off. All lies. Here's another NSA Google search here. Airport body scanners go unused, waste millions, report concludes. Well, they don't even work. They're not even meant to. It's a big scam just to make people money and basically radiate the population. And it goes through the fact that it's going in nationwide all over the country. But there's the Seattle Times. Of course, here in Austin, though, they always make you body scan and grope people. My guys flew out a few weeks ago to Georgia to work on a story of that chicken farmer that got killed. And they opted out, so they made them wait 45 minutes and almost missed their flight, and it wasn't even busy. And they walk over and go, still opting out, and laugh at them. And then they put their gloves on and said, time for pleasure. Everybody deserves pleasure. They actually said this in front of Marcos and Darren, my reporters. And I mean, they were like, my God, you talked about this happening to you flying out of Vegas. And who else do you think wants to do stuff like this? Now, this brings me to this piece, because I saw a commenter on one of the videos saying, this reminds me of a Taste of Armageddon episode out of Star Trek where they're having simulated warfare on this planet, and so the two countries fighting each other have the simulated warfare, but then they make you go into a disintegrator box. It's like the TSA scanner. Here it is.
Captain's log, stardate 3192.5, planet Emenia 7. My orders are clear. We must establish diplomatic relations.
Watch this.
Sir, there's a multi-legged creature crawling on your shoulder.
You and your party have been declared war casualties. You will be taken immediately to one of our casualty stations so that your deaths may be recorded. We shall spare your ship, Captain, but it's
See, they have simulated nukes go off, and everybody's got to go in these body scanners. I'm trying to find the shot where it shows the body scanner.
500,000 people have just been killed.
Our duty now.
Your duty doesn't include stepping into a disintegrator and disappearing.
I'm afraid mine does, Captain.
Sir.
There it is. So anyways, my point is it's like Logan's Run. This is what eugenics is. This is what population reduction is. And they're just setting the precedent to have us march into these. You know, I saw articles in major newspapers. We've shot video of it. I saw a Fox News piece 4 or 5 years ago in upstate New York where inside the country they have the Army and National Guard out with full scanners that shoot through the cars. And I've talked to radiologists, it's 10 to 100 times, depending on the system, above a chest X-ray. And they have the families drive underneath it, and the troops just stand outside without shielding, all of them being fried. And of course, they found giant cancer clusters in the TSA workers in Boston, where they've already had body scanners for 8 years. They lie to them and tell them it's fine. And we're just following orders like the Aztecs and marching up to the top of the pyramid and being sacrificed. So I'm going to get the guys to link this up at Infowars.com, this video, and my overall video about it so everybody can watch it at their leisure. But just point this out to people. This is what following crazy orders is like. But instead of just being instantly radiated, you die over a long period of time, like the troops breathing depleted uranium that the Army admits massively reduces their life expectancy and cripples them. Again, they wouldn't let them use DU until 91. We had it since the 40s. Why have things changed? Why do they suddenly say Fukushima's a no big deal? When radiation rains down on the U.S., they say, oh, just raise the level of what they say is safe. It's crazy. Meanwhile, the very environmentalist telling us to pay Al Gore money for breathing, and carbon dioxide is back and care less about these real threats. Alex Jones signing off for Infowars.com. Mike Adams is filling in today on the Sunday radio show 4 to 6. I'll be back tomorrow live, 11 a.m. Central or 12 noon Eastern, Infowars.com or XM Channel 166 or AM and FM's in your area.